you'll let me explain for a second, I'll try to explain in an easy way. Well, I'm going to pick me up some carbs because I've been trying to get back in shape. But when it comes to what's happening, what's going on with me, the easiest way that I can say it's hard for me to do videos and try to explain things because there's no understanding in a brain that has been impressed and been programmed to, once something goes against anything that you hear. That's what I'm saying, that these humans literally, if it can't be explained, then they ignore it if it's not in the norm and they've been programmed. But somebody the other day, very dear to me, and I ain't gonna say who, but I was talking about humans, and I ain't really talked to them about some serious stuff, and they said, the way you're talking, it's like they're, like an animal. And I said, well, how can you not see that the way that we live? We devour. You and the people can't see that. But see, I understand the product, which is the humans. I know what the product is. I know why they can't fucking listen. I know why they can't understand. I know how true eugenics, if you will, works. I know how programming human beings, which are goy, I know how big it is. And you don't, because you're the product. And when it's literally right in front of your face. It is literally right in front of your face, and you still can't see it. So anything that I do, my selfish nature, I'm wasting energy. What I mean by that is I'm to a point now to where in ancient times, when people got to a point, they could, there were certain things that they could do to get way more connected to what's the unseen, and y'all don't have that. You don't fucking even want to try to understand it, because you've been saturated your whole life with AI and black magic. You were fucking designed by black magic. So, once you can understand that, then things start to, each family unit represents a cell within this black magic scheme. And it's the biggest slave system ever. And if you'll allow yourself, you'll be able to see it. It's the same brands in any fucking town. It's the same bullshit. It's the same shit. Same images.
Thank you for choosing Fazoli's. You can order whenever you're ready.
I just need a number 5 of baked spaghetti.
Absolutely. Anything else for you tonight?
That's it.
All right. It's going to be $10. 15 cents at the window.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, it's like I'm getting to where I can feed, you've seen people feed squirrels and fucking birds and shit. Well, I'm getting there. But now I'm getting to where I'm in the middle of them. And I've been able to observe, the robins, the bluebirds, the red cardinals, the mixed ones, some hawks, woodpeckers. And that's when you get into the clawed creatures. Just the same way that me and you were conjured Alright? You know, there was a time that all of the creatures with claws, you know, just like their factories they set up, they have to create, you know, a factory to create parts to create this. You understand? So, you know, coming from the fire stage of Saturn, the same way you cast iron is the same way we were casted. You see what I mean? We were cast out of the elements. And now we've been casted out of the fucking chemicals in the elements, which are fucking black magic substances that causes the obesity, the overweight, the dementia, demons. Because the brain, the whole anatomy has never had what it's made of. That's what I'm saying. That's why y'all can't see it. You've been in it your whole life. Go back and watch The Matrix and take it. You better fucking get real. The part when he's sitting there talking to Neo, you know, when they're looking at the blue and the red pill, he says the world you're in is not real. And they tell us. See, the only way black magic works is you got to tell the host, and we're the host, and put a G in front of that, which is ghost. You know. So, you know, but I mean, I'm to the point now to where I'm, you know, because I've really devoted my time since, you know, everything that's going on with me was already foreshadowed. Everything going on with you right now was foreshadowed. It's pushing you. You just won't accept it. You won't accept it that your whole bloodline is a lie. You won't accept that all cultures have been set up by this fucking thing. You won't accept that everything that's been written in books, the invention of the printing press against the subconscious has been black fucking magic. Every bit of it. That's how deep this is. And then if you get past that, then you'll see how the same way they can fucking grade neighborhoods, they graded continents, as you know. Melted them and fucking flooded them with mud and dirt and everything, and then threw humans, goy, in there. No matter what fucking race, whatever. And then threw whatever fucking culture in there. They created any fucking thing that you see, they created. It's a fucking lie. It's not real. Materialism is not real. Materialism represents Ahrimanic and Luciferic fucking impulses, which is real. Okay? You will get into the mysteries, a few of them, there's real. You know, they'll call it the Christ impulses, which is fucking the truth. It's everything that you see that has life. That's like right now, spring. It's fucking springing to life. Like, boom! That's the magnetic field. And that's those orbs up there that we're not absorbing. Think about it. What if you knew about how those bulbs right now that are exploding into flowers and all those colors? What if you knew about all that shit? That's what your brain cells would be doing. That's what's going on with me. And you don't have that. You don't even want to fucking try to even see it. They don't even teach you about water in school. They don't even teach you about shit. They teach you to fucking go sell chocolate in 3rd grade to create a materialistic Ahriman. A little dummy. So, yeah, I did.
All right, $10.15.
There's 11. But I'm to the point. You know, see, when you're looking at the birds and the life forms.
85 cents. Does that change for you?
Thank you. They, thank you very much. Alright, you know, when it comes to the clawed creatures and life forms, okay, the same way that they have their factories and they create all these cars that are the same, they're copies, okay? And you have a carbon copy of certain things. Well, you're a fucking carbon copy. Like the animals were created and then was created just like you would in a factory, but an unseen factory of the Elohim and all this, when everything's split, long process. And then once that was created, we'll say a robin, then that copy was spread all throughout the magnetic field. So it'll never go away. It's a carbon copy. Because that's why whenever anything that dies, there's more fucking carbon in a corpse than anything. And that's why it's just, death is okay, and they don't want you to know that. You literally don't know who you fuck you are, I'm telling you. You don't have a clue of who you are. You don't have a clue of the impulses that have fucking destroyed your optic nerve. See, your optic nerve is potassium phosphate, Cali-phos, and you don't know that, the cell salt, and there's more in it than anything. In the middle of the word alkaline, because your alkalinic is Cali, that's Cali-phos, because in spring water there's more of that than anything. And if you drink the spring water, you build your ether body, which has to do with air, which ether is Ethernet, internet. Internet is the copy of the air that Vatican says they own the air because they're fucking Satan. So, and when we're going to look at this thing for what it is now, they have carbon. They've got copies of us. Listen, you get into the orphan trains and all that, that's nothing compared to what the fuck's going on, man. It's like Justin Bieber. You can go find that fucking dude. I can go to any town and any gas station and find Justin Bieber. In any fucking town. And the guy that played Superman with the black hair, he's got a strong structured jaw and face and all that. I can find him anywhere. I've got literally 2 good friends that look just like each other. And they look just like the fucking Superman dude. Could play him. That's a copy. That's a fucking copy. And you've always heard this. Well, there's always somebody that looks like your brother out there. And just to make you just, say, oh, it's nothing. Well, but if you were going to go with the Big Bang Theory, which all has to do with the sex act, and it's just a mockery, then you would never have equal on both sides of your anatomy. Your eyes would be, everything would be fucking different. It's fucking stupid. The people are fucking beat. They're stupid. And that's what I'm saying. And they look at you like these little Arimons. I'm telling you, they have these pieces of paper and they memorize their career. They don't have nothing. They'll have money and all this. It's fucking disgusting. Goddamn, buddy. And they'll pull that piece of paper out, and if they don't know something, hey, Google. I'm like, do you see what I mean? Your brain's designed for an instant answer. You can't fucking even cut it. I said, that's how this thing's designed. The big slave traders gave you and programmed you with their devices, devices, vice, meaning vice, which is fucking deities, demons channeling into our optic nerve, programming images over and over. It saves lives and all this, and that's who you are. You are a copy of a fucking Ahriman demon. You won't let it go. The world is literally right in front of you. Just start watching the sunrise and sunset and look at the sun in the clouds throughout the day. You'll see it. It's just right there. Then you got to really fucking think about it in your subconscious. It's like there's been 200 like Auschwitz movies since 1990. Why is that? Well, they got to cover up their lies. So the only way they do it is we're going to fucking make a billion space movies. And that's what I'm saying. They programmed and fucking conditioned generations in the early 1900s. Didn't give them shit, nothing. Not damn, all they was doing was dancing. That was it. Just dancing. That's it. Getting the materialism going. These brands letting some generations build some money up to say, look at what we did. And then only to come in and corrupt the generations now to where they squander all the money with no structure, no responsibility, no discipline at all. Disney programming them just like a satanic fucking demon of Ahriman with these fucking Nazi aggressive, compliant fucking demons, that are spreading this. The real virus is the fucking news and all that shit. They just say shit, and all these children have grown into this AI that's just been in their hands since kindergarten before they can even remember. So everything's real to them. So they're not real. That's what I'm saying. They're not real. If you take the AI away, they'll run around like a fucking cockroach and jump off a bridge. So, you know, that's what I'm saying. They always throw it out there. Well, China's going to cut the grid, and then Public Enemy made a song, you know, what you going to do when the grid goes down? Why are you going to make a song like that? It's called predictive programming. I mean, come on. No fucking badass rapper is going to make a fucking song called what you going to do when the grid goes down. Nobody's going to do that. That is total insanity on all accounts. But the fucking people are so ignorant under black magic spells from generation to generation that they accept any fucking thing that comes out. Anything whatsoever. They straight went to advertising, shave your genitals and all this, and now that shit is everywhere. I told people, and I said, the next thing that's coming is the pedoville. They'll legalize it. And all in the name of fucking people being selfish because they're ignorant, stupid, fucking dumbasses. You know, so I just wanted to give you something. I'm going to go in here and eat my fucking pozzoles. My 2 pieces of garlic. The other day they threw an extra one in there. I about called and I said, no. If I say tell the dude thanks, they'll be like, did you put an extra piece of somebody's fucking thing? Because that's all I've ever done is restaurant work. So, you know, you gotta do whatever. Alright, I love you.